I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yes, Have Some podcast. My name is Craig Goldberg. Welcome to Thanksgiving week. It's November. The year is almost over. Jacob, how did we get here? I feel like at the beginning of this year, we had so much on the horizon. We were booking travel.
Yeah.
We had conventions to go to. We had podcasts to plan. And now it's all almost over. I don't even know how to feel. I feel good, but it's alarming how fast this year has gone by. Am I wrong?
No, but it's not almost over. Sure, the year is almost over, whatever that means. It's a human construct, the calendar.
Time is a flat circle.
We're going to do just as much traveling next year, so it's just going to roll into more. You know, it's not like once January the 1st shows up, we're like, wow, guess we're not traveling anymore. We literally already have multiple things lined up. So
that's true. Well, one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is, or a couple of the things we're going to talk about is kind of updating everybody on all these various projects that we have going on. Some of these we've been like teasing out for a long time. We're finally like ready to talk about some of this stuff. And we'll recap what's been going on the last couple of weeks. Abigail, first of all, I got to tell you, happy birthday. This is huge.
Thank you.
Your birthday was the other day.
Yeah, it was. My 40th birthday came, and it was a. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bullshit. You know, it's an emotional day, like because it's a big moment, like to have made it to that point in my life. I'm very grateful to be here and to be alive. And I was able to celebrate with friends, including you, obviously, the two of you who gave me amazing stuff. And I had a really special day yesterday, hanging out with my mom. And that was just something that it was a little bit unexpected, and I'm extremely grateful for it. I know I've shared a lot on the podcast about myself and my relationship with my family, and it's all I'm going to say is that I'm really grateful. I think that human beings are much more resilient than we think we are, and you should reach out to the people that you love. That's all I will say. And yeah, right. I'm 40.
Hey, that's great. Yeah. Another human construct. Age. Time. Nothing's real. Nothing matters, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah.
Well, things matter, but like there's trivial things I think as human beings we get caught up in, like worrying about our age or our, what we've done in our life or what we haven't done. Or I think the thing most people are caught up with these days is worrying about what everybody else is doing. We just got to fucking live our life, do the things we want to do, have some fun, build some community, sell some toys, hopefully. Got to sell a couple toys. But Abby, I was super excited. You had a great birthday. One of your gifts that I got you is still not here. It's supposedly coming today. I'm so sorry for the delay, but
maybe it'll come during the show and I can do a unboxing.
Way to be prepared for your wife's birthday, Craig.
Hey.
Yeah, as I show off the book that Jacob gave me.
Damn it.
For those of you watching, I am showing a book off. It's the Backyard Bird Chronicles, written and illustrated by Amy Tan. And this was a gift to me from Jacob. I just wanted to share that off and say thanks. I also have some of the other things that I got, which are not toys. So I thought maybe I could show them.
But you collect birds now, but you don't actually collect them.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of it. It's not like you don't take the bird, and although I've seen that is something that's being done, which I do not support, is like bird entrapment and then selling at high dollar prices to like collectors. I am not into that. There was a video of a pigeon.
Well, that's the spirit of what Thanksgiving is. That's literally what.
Let's trap a bird and sell it to a guy.
Not you, but that's.
I agree. I like that song. I did too.
Well, before the podcast, the president always pardons a turkey, and I told Jacob maybe we should sacrifice a listener. As kind of like they give themselves to us.
Yeah.
They
as like a sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice?
Yeah, I think that would actually be kind of fun. I think we'd go viral, which is the point of all of this. So,
Why it just presents a Thanksgiving sacrifice.
Yeah, but how do we do it? I want to do it real like Wicker Man style. You know what I mean? I'm going to build a big Wicker Man and have a ceremony and a feast and then just fucking burn
giant
someone
detop
alive.
or something.
Yeah.
Wait,
In a
what?
detolf? Is that what
A
you said?
giant detop that we would construct.
A wicker
giant-
detolf?
A wicker detop.
The giant detolf in the sky.
The wicker detolf.
Hey man, I think we're on to something here.
Yeah.
But Abby, yeah, you had a cool birthday. We had
Mhm.
some fun, saw some
Mhm.
family.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope it was enjoyable. And if anybody, and you share a birthday with some famous people,
J-Key.
almost.
Yeah.
Pretty
Almost. So we're
close.
not quite the same. Someone else
Yeah,
messaged me said I have.
You guys are what, like a day apart? And then also a good friend of the podcast, John Campopiano's birthday is also like in the same, it's like 3 days where it's like, you know, a bunch of people.
Bunch of birthdays.
Cool people birthdays. That's cool.
And I'm looking up famous birthdays on November 20th, and there's a lot. So I'm just going to go through the list real quick. Ming-Na Wen, Star Wars fame.
Yeah.
Joe Walsh of the Eagles.
Okay.
Bo Derek famously
She's a 10.
took
That's for
advantage.
me? No,
You said
son, that's for
famous
me.
people.
Bo Derek,
I'm
from
just
Tommy
Tommy
Boy.
Boy.
Name-
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Joe Biden, he used to be a president.
He used to be famous.
He used to be famous. And maybe most famously, Abigail Gardner, and also Jason Momoa. No, wait, that's August. How did Jason Momoa?
I don't want to share a birthday with Jason Momoa. I feel like
you don't.
take
So
the
you're
spotlight. Yeah.
good. So yeah. Okay. Well, listen, we were in Las Vegas for DesignerCon last week. It was Abby and mine. It was our first time there. Jacob, you've been there a couple times now. We were out there vending. Jacob, you were vending with Toku Toy Town. You and Jay Key selling toys, selling Safubi. Lots of friends there, lots of artists. We did put up a video on the channel. Spent some time at the Mondo booth, some time at the Bull Airs booth. But let's just start there before we get into any kind of like announcements and projects and all that stuff. What do we think of Las Vegas? Where are we on Las Vegas, Jacob? As a city, as a place to go?
So like I can have fun in Las Vegas, but it sucks. I mean it sucks because it's like it's pretty fake and it's full of things that I don't like, you know, and the things that are fun, the things that people find fun to do in Las Vegas are things that I find not to be fun, to be kind of stupid.
Maybe I should list off this stuff and we can just say fun or not
fun. We don't have
gambling, smoking, hookers.
Yeah, well, hold on. Some of these are fun. It's just the environment is not really for me, but I do have fun going to Las Vegas for DesignerCon, and I was really looking forward to this trip. I actually wish we had like one more day to do like YHS specific stuff. I feel like even though we were all out there at the same time, we didn't get to do like I was busy with Toku Toy Town and doing a lot of that, and you know I think we had one dinner together, all of us, and but it was fun. I got to so many friends go out to DesignerCon. I bought so many fucking toys. Like it's just DesignerCon's awesome. It's really chill. I love it. I love going out there. I love being in that area, even though it's like not my thing. There's like lots of options. Things are open late. You know, like you can eat anywhere. You can just like it's just a fun time. It's just like a fun time, even though a lot of what it caters to is not for me. I still have fun out there.
Yeah. I feel pretty similar to that. Jacob, actually, the sensory overload that takes place in Vegas is kind of challenging for me. Between all the smells and the lights and kind of the constant barrage of music and the
Yeah, I don't like it's like Dragon Con and I don't like that.
Yeah. So like in order to have, it's almost like pearl diving, like you go kind of hold your breath and go deep down into it and then hopefully are able to get something good out of it. Which for me was hanging out with friends and getting inspired and seeing cool stuff. But yeah, it's definitely like not conducive to my needs or to be in Las Vegas. I'm not a gambler.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was kind of overwhelming, but it was also really fun to be there for the first time and kind of experience a convention that was geared towards artists. and not like businesses and corporations necessarily. It felt a lot more like the actual spirit of creativity was there. And like I saw some really cool shit that made me like, that was inspiring and not like, oh, I wonder if that's AI. It was like, oh no, that's a legit like vibe, and got to see some really cool booths and some really cool Garfields, and just a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
I used to. So my family's always lived in Las Vegas. My grandparents live there. Aunts and uncle parents live there. So but a majority of my time I've spent in Las Vegas is in more of like the suburban, like 20 minutes off the strip. And Abby, like, we were at my parents' house. Like they kind of lived like in the mountains. It's extremely quiet. It's much different than what your offerings are being on the strip or downtown. I've got a cat yelling.
I was like, "There's a cat. Do you need me to release the cat? Because I will."
Yeah, come release Jonesy from the room while I can tell my Las Vegas story here.
Let me unplug my headphones.
DesignerCon is in downtown Las Vegas. It's not even on the strip, so it's definitely like the older, more seedier. I don't even know the right words to describe. I don't want to say trashy, but
I believe you can. It's trashy. It is a trashy area. I remember when we went last year, I was really excited because the like official hotel of DesignerCon is the Plaza Hotel, which is the Back to the Future hotel. And I was like, whoa, that's awesome. And like right across the street is Fremont Street. And there's like a couple filming locations over there that I wanted to get. So I was like, oh, this is cool. And it's fun to do it once, but then it's like the hotel is so trashy and it just smells like smoke and it's sad. And it's like, oh, me and Jess and Jay went to the strip one night after a meal. And we went in like Caesar's Palace and a couple of the other, and they're so, it's like a flip of a coin over there. It is so much nice. It's still people doing the same kind of activities, but it's so much nicer over there.
Yeah, and I used to like Vegas a lot more. I think I was kind of in my 20s a little bit caught up on the glitz and glamour and like the possibilities of winning money and like all that stuff. And I definitely found myself wanting to just spend time at the convention or away from that area. The convention was awesome. I mean, admittedly, the designer vinyl, designer toys, that's not 100% my wheelhouse. I have a deep appreciation for it. It's not what I'm always gravitating towards buying and collecting. But kind of like Abby was saying, my big thing was I was so inspired being there because every booth is either an artist or a small business, and they're betting on themselves. They're creating something, putting it out into the world. And that's what like gets me going. Like I know I joke about how Shark Tank's like my favorite show, but it really is because I love the idea of starting a business and not having to work for somebody and doing something you're passionate about. And it might not be for everybody, but it's for somebody, and the people that are gravitating towards coming to DesignerCon, that's the audience. So, no, you're good. I was just saying we'll talk about Cryptoids in a little bit. So
hell yeah. Yeah. And it actually, what I was going to say kind of bleeds into that, like seeing long lines forming for these like small companies and for like individual designers who are releasing things, seeing the demand and support from people, that was like more than any, that was what really excited me. I was like, oh wow, there's a group of people here that are making original stuff, and then they support that community and help each other like sustain. And I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I also just like DesignerCon because it's gotten to the point where a lot of our friends are people that we've met like in the convention circuit or community and all these toy makers, and like it's so much better than being at home where you're just like, well, I guess I'm going to go to work, and then you're boothing, at DesignerCon, and you're like, it's just like you get to know everybody. It's like we
like-minded individuals.
Yeah, and I've all these people that I've met through Jay Key from Kaiju Go, people from doing Toy Anxiety, like David Igo, Bull Ayers is hung out with both of those dudes, like Peter and Gabby. Like we got up early one day and had breakfast with them, and it was we sat in a little diner for like 2 hours, just having, just talking about stuff. And it was great. And like Hector and just everybody, all these people that have become
Hillary,
like more than just people that you just say hi to at a convention. You're just like, let's hang out with these people. So
yeah,
that strikes me as well. I mean, obviously it's no secret we love the Mondo team, and they are the most talented, funny, crazy people. We had the funniest conversation one night at the bar. Can't talk about it, but it was very funny, and I still think about it.
Yeah.
But maybe that's for a Patreon. They're just good people, and like, especially when you spend so much time, doing podcasting and streaming, and when you're part of all these subcultures, the toy community, the Ghostbusters community, the Star Wars community, it can be really easy to get trapped in just like being around cynical people with cynical opinions, and everybody's out to get each other, and everybody's got something to say. And then when you're out like in the world and you're around artists and creators and everybody's like supportive, it literally like feels so much better. Like, as
there's like an absence of sad comments happening live constantly.
Right, exactly. Don't get me wrong, I love a sad comment every now and then.
It's our bread and butter, but it's nice to have a reprieve from it.
But yeah, so it was really fun. And I really liked hanging out with Tom from Bull Airs. We've been talking online for forever. If you're not familiar with Bull Airs, they do like the custom branded shoes and clothing. They've done a ton of Back to the Future stuff, Ghostbusters stuff. They've every license that you can think of, they're doing. They're doing Mortal Kombat stuff. Abbey, we had a long bozo conversation.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'll show this off early. I got a little bozo treat from Tom. So yeah. Heck yeah.
And did not realize, that they're putting out stuff every week. And from like a business perspective, because we are launching a toy company, and I'm sure everybody watching here knows that. We'll talk about it in a little bit. I'm trying to learn and observe. I am trying to observe, but I'm trying to learn and absorb as much information from these people who are successful as possible to hopefully mitigate the eventual mistakes that we'll make, because that's what happens when you start a business.
You're lurking, as they say.
I'm lurking.
You're lurking. Yeah, we're just figuring it out.
But it was cool, and it was so fun hanging out with Jay. Always impressed with the Toku Toy Town booth. It's like the best setup. It's curated in a way that, like, even if you're not into Godzilla or Safubi, you'll start considering it very quickly.
Yeah, you appreciate the gallery display of it.
Yeah,
for sure. Jay does a great job, and y'all obviously do a great job with the setup too.
Jacob, did you find all the toys you wanted to at Designer Con?
I found more than what I wanted to. I literally spent a lot of money. I bought a lot of stuff. We're gonna do Toy Anxiety on Tuesday, and it's gonna be annoying how many pickups it's gonna take up half the show. I know it is. It's gonna how sometimes Ryan Dole is like, dude, and he's like talking about how many pickups he has, but then he only has like 3.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be like that. I'm actually gonna have a lot of pickups on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Abby, could you recount the story? Because I kind of missed the first half of it. It was something that happened at a booth where Jacob was trying to buy something before the show officially opened.
Yeah.
Like, you were giving me the play-by-play, and it was very funny the way you told the story.
Yeah.
But I still don't remember it.
It was on preview night. So it was on Thursday night. Before like the actual like sales and exchanging of money for goods happens. And Jacob, you explained to me that it's kind of like a tentative, like a tense sort of situation where you have to like feel out, is this person ready to sell? It's not technically like some time to be selling to a person, but like, I'm here, I want to buy something. So it's kind of like this figuring out. It feels almost like a clandestine, like a drug deal type situation of like, are you into this? Can we do this? And
by the way, this happens at every toy show where all the dealers start lurking around each other's booths before the doors.
We like it. Like, it's exciting. I'll say that. It's like a flirtatious, like, ooh, because I shouldn't.
Well, also at DesignerCon, a lot of the toys are very, very limited. Like there's toys here that there's one of, or that there's four of. So it's like, I want that, and it's gonna sell out immediately. So you have to lurk.
Yeah, 100%. I remember though. I don't remember what the booth was. You probably do. I think it was.
I'm guessing it was the permafrost booth. Because I believe that's the booth me and Jakey kept checking out. They were all the way across the hall from us.
Right.
They're I'm not sure how long they've actually been around, but they're sort of new in the Sofubi. Like they've probably been around for a bit, but they're now on everybody's radar. They're starting to pop up. They do some really cool stuff. And this is the first time. I don't know if it's the first time they've ever done an American show, but like we've never seen them in person before. They weren't at like G-Fest or anything like that. And they have really cool toys, and they had like a convention exclusive where it's basically like a Pigmon toy. And they had one where he's like painted like French fries, and he's in a little McDonald's French fry box. And then the other one, there's another one that goes with it that looks like a hamburger. And everybody wanted it, and I wanted the set. And it's like, well, first of all, they're from another country. Their English wasn't super great, so it was like, you're like,
that's why Abbey was there.
Exactly. And it was like you went over there and sort of initiated, then like backed off and explained the situation to me. And at that point I felt more like a middle schooler than I had like at church camp and like ever, because I was like, I'll go talk to them for you and see if they think you're cute. And then we'll figure out if you can make a deal. Which I didn't end up actually doing that for you, but I did. I was like,
no, but I ended up making Jess do it. I ended up making Jess talk to him, because he was like still putting stuff on the table, and it's like,
right.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is we bought from him, and then J.K. went and bought from him, and he was very, very like modest, and he was like, oh, maybe you could follow me, and we're like, hey, we all already follow it. You're our first stop. And he's like, what? He acted like he was like, what? Meanwhile, all weekend, everybody was like, hey, did you get that permafrost? Like, that's what people, a lot of people really wanted their stuff. Really
he's like the Cryptoids of the Sofubi world.
Sure.
Yeah, but no, like the embracing of fellow artists, and also that like speakeasy element of like, oh, there's only so many. Like I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, and I mean,
really got into that.
A lot of the sellers are cool, and they're just like, yeah, if you want to buy my stuff, here, you can come buy it early.
I'm here to sell my stuff.
But some people aren't. Jess got kicked out of a line on Saturday. I don't know if you guys were in there for this. Jess literally got kicked out of a line. Yeah, because so there's this company called like Headlock Studio, and their stuff's cool. It's not for me. It's not something I'm gonna buy, but Jess loves it, and they put out like the same 4 or 5 characters, and they just repaint them, and people love it. People are super into it. There's always a huge line for them. They sell different figures each day, and a huge line forms. And so Jess was like, I'm going to get in line and buy one of these. And the guy's like, he's got a sign up at his table. I went and checked, and it's like, I will not sell to a vendor. And he's like, period. He's like, I'm only going to sell to people who paid to get in. And it's like, yeah, well, we like toys too. The vendor, it's the kind of thing where he's scared people are buying it just to resell. But it's like, well, anybody can buy to resell. If you go look at eBay right now, a lot of people are reselling the toys they bought from him this weekend for a lot of money. But Jess was in line, and she had a vendor pass, and they literally came down the line and checked all the passes, and anybody whose pass said vendor got kicked out. So she fucking got kicked out of line.
Poor Jess.
And she just wanted the toy,
That
she did with one of the
sucks.
Like, and it's like he only sells one. So like there was a friend of ours in line, and he wasn't even allowed to like pick it up for. He just will sell you one toy.
I don't like.
I know.
Like that's a weird gatekeeping element that I'm not into.
Like we all paid to get there. Like
I understand. Yeah, I understand what he's trying to do, but he's not.
But
really
you can't control that. Any collector could resell, and we're evidence of we will at some point resell. So
yeah,
that's
we're
something
going
you
to
can't control.
resell it. We're going to enjoy it for a while, and then we're going to get rid of it because there's going to be fucking Mondo Donatello figures. Or as Abby said the other morning in her half asleep slumber, I want to talk about NECA Donatello. And I went, what?
I said, yeah. I was half asleep. I was like kind of having a nightmare. I was like, I want the NECA Donatello. Yeah.
All right. We all do. Hey, I wish it was the NECA price.
I think I was thinking of the Mondo one.
Yeah, that's the one that's been going around. We'll talk about that a little bit on Toy Anxiety this week. Yeah, Designer Con's fun. I really didn't buy anything at all. I know Abby picked up a couple things. Maybe she'll show them off tomorrow.
Couple times, yeah.
I know you'll be showing stuff off.
Yeah, I got Toy Anxiety and Monster Island this week, so I'll be showing everything off.
Ooh, it's a big week.
It's a big week.
Well, I've teed it up. Anything else on Designer Con?
No.
Okay. No, I just want to go back next year.
Yeah, me too. And I think we'll have good reason to go there. So let's talk about this, because I think, part of tonight's part of the conceptual nature of tonight's episode is talking about what we're grateful for. It's Thanksgiving week. We've done that kind of stuff before. YHS in February will hit our 10-year anniversary. So I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm very grateful for that. We have had this incredible run of doing really fun stuff with our friends literally all over the world. The podcast has brought us amazing opportunities. Those opportunities continue to grow. Some of these things are just like, it's like anything else in life. When you work really hard at something, the way things manifest, sometimes it's the hard work gets you there. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. Sometimes it's networking. Sometimes it's just luck, right? There's a whole combination of things. So I'm sure next year we'll be kind of recapping some of our favorite experiences and projects that we've gotten to work on, because there's been a lot of them, and I'm eternally grateful for all of them. A couple of the things we have coming up, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, are some of my absolute favorite things we've ever gotten to do, be a part of, create. We'll talk about the Stream-A-Thon a little bit later, but I want to talk about Cryptoids. It's something we've been teasing out for over a year. I mean, we had a Cryptoids teaser on the Jeffries last year, and we had already been working on it for 3 or 4 months. So this is, a year and a half, 2 years in the making to get to this point. And we haven't really had the opportunity to give the genesis of this, where this came from, why now's the time, and all of that. So the high level is we are launching a Kickstarter for our own toy company, our own line of toys. And the Kickstarter will come next spring. It's something that we've seen a lot of our peers do, especially in the Toy Anxiety world. We've seen a lot of Kickstarters. Independent toy making is kind of at an all-time high. It's actually probably a touch past its peak, which I think is a little bit of a distinct advantage for us, because a year and a half ago, it felt like there was at any given time 10 Kickstarters,
Yeah.
Then there's tariffs and everything else, and things have slowed down a little bit. So the genesis of how we got here, we'll kind of talk about, but before we get into it, I want to say we did reveal our first figure that's going to be part of the first wave. We're going to have 6 to 7 figures launching on the Kickstarter. And if you want to learn more, you could go to cryptoidstoys.com. You can follow us on the Instagram at cryptoidstoys. I'll share that stuff in a second. But the Mothman figure that we revealed, the reaction was 10x of anything I could have expected. In the toy circles, I don't want to say it went viral, because I always joke about that, but it literally was everywhere, and the reception was so fucking positive. So I kind of wanted to roundtable this. I'll bring up some pictures and stuff as we talk about the genesis of Cryptoids, and we're not going to reveal everything right now. There's more to come. I think people are starting to, as we drop the lore and the story, beats on Instagram, people are putting together what we're doing. But Jacob, how are you feeling about this? Because this is something we've worked on for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, I have a little different of a. I feel great about it. I love seeing, at Designer Con, whenever we revealed the Mothman, it felt really good to have a lot of people commenting, and My personal Instagram I've been gaining lots of followers, and it's because of this. They're mostly toy people. And it feels really good. I do have a little. Do you remember when that first teaser for Afterlife came out? And we did an episode.
Yeah.
And we did an episode, and I was just like, whatever. Like, I'll be excited when it happens, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of have a little bit of that in me, and that's just how I am about everything.
That is literally the most standard Jacob Walsh answer.
We dropped the teaser whenever it's going to be very stressful to me until it funds. And I'm less of an optimist about everything in my life than you are. So like, it's just
there's
like,
a word
we'll
for
have
that.
to see.
We'll call it less of an optimist.
A pessimist.
The word?
Pessimist.
A pessimist. I like to think that I have real expectations for things. Not that I think it's not going to do well, but to me, it's like I don't want to get. When it funds, we'll get there. But I'm very excited to have this out there. Everybody's been really nice about it. Most everybody. There's been a couple really fun comments I love.
Yeah.
But no, it's weird because like I designed this thing and now it's like it's a toy and it looks like a toy, and that's new to me, and it's just, I don't know. It's like a weird feeling to be like, oh yeah, we made this thing, and it's almost a physical thing.
It's kind of surreal, right? Like, and I get where you're coming from. I think that I will, and Abby, I want to get all your input too. I've been optimistic. First of all, it's not easy to launch a Kickstarter and fund. It's just not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
A lot of things have to fall into place. You have to it's got to be the right toys at the right time, with the right amount of promotion and marketing, but you don't want to overdo it, but you can't underdo it. And you don't want to reveal it too early, but you can't wait too long. There's a lot of like nuance to it, and it can be maddening.
Mm-hmm.
But once I saw the renders of the design, and once I started seeing the reaction, it gave me so much confidence. I was like, oh, okay. Like, until you get like the reaction, you can only guess what people are going to like. I thought like, because just to reel it back a little bit, like we had been kind of trying to like figure out, we knew we wanted to do a toy line, but we didn't necessarily know what it was going to be. And I don't think any of us ever want to work on anything we're not passionate about. Right.
Yeah.
So there was a couple other ideas that kind of came and went and fizzled out. But I remember the day we were talking, and there's been this talk of like, who's going to do a Bigfoot figure? Will Mythic Legions? People have been asking like Mythic Legions to do cryptids for a long time. And it kind of dawned on, I think maybe even simultaneously, we're like, has anybody ever done cryptids in like an actual toyetic, like using the real characters, but doing designs that are, have more of a classic toy aesthetic. And I think my first reaction was like, of course everything's been done. But then you start doing research and you're like, oh, and that's Abby. That's where we all started kind of toying around with it. Like, it really hasn't been done like this. And then it feels like pressure. Like we have to do it. Right. Like you're kind of waiting for the idea to strike. But Abby, I want to get your input. Like, how has it been for you? I know you've been working on a lot of the story, and we're kind of putting it together. But yeah, I just want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah,
this is kind of the first time we've all had a chance to talk about it. It's been very busy.
Yeah, well, it feels good because it's something that we're all working on and bringing each of our individual skill sets to. And I think it's really cool, like you're saying, Jacob, to see something that you have put work into like come to life. And I will say that I am much like you, Jacob, trying to kind of play it cool and like, not get too overheated about any one thing or one aspect of it, but it is exciting. And I spent some time like yesterday or the day before working on some Mothman stuff that ended up Craig did a voiceover for. And
no, he didn't. I don't know who that was.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got Bradley Cooper, famous actor, to do that voiceover.
What?
Maybe it's rumored. It's a rumor that I'm starting.
Famous actor.
Yeah. Well, I found myself with the task of writing some creative stuff that I did a bunch of research for and ended up, God, I just love fucking storytelling, and I love history, and I love a little bit of like historical fiction and old wives' tales and things like fairy tales and things that people have embellished and passed on that become a part of the fabric and the structure and like the natural environment of where they live. That's what cryptids is, and that's what cryptoids is, and the opportunity to kind of step in and share the stories that have already existed and highlight them is really exciting. There's so many cool cryptid creatures out there. Like the idea of a cryptid is such an interesting thing that like a group of people kind of had a concept and it all became groupthink, and there's little clues and things like that. Shit has always fascinated me. I used to love Coast to Coast AM and like the Inquirer and that kind of shit. So seeing our production or our PR, like the stuff that we're putting together, like come together, it's really cool. I see the stuff and I'm like, wow, I really want that. And Jacob, looking at your artwork, your design, and like your physicality almost inside of that Mothman of like that's a big burly beast of a man character, and I feel like people are responding really well to that.
Yeah,
and it's cool.
And by the way, shout out to Tristan, who's our sculptor at the Glowing Ghost on Instagram. He's absolutely incredible. He's a great person. Yeah. He's killing it. And then like I'll mention it on Toy Anxiety, but shout out to like all the toy influencers who like unprompted went out of their way to really share this and promote it. Pixel Dan, Robo, Alex Brewer, Toy Shiz, Mad Hatter, just it was really, really fun and cool. And I would say, now this is going to sound like I'm on my high horse a little. By the way, we're showing off the Instagram. You can follow it at Cryptoids Toys. We've had a lot of engagement over there over the last week. It's been really fun. And that's where we're going to have all of our new updates and figure reveals and stuff like that as we build towards launch. My goal, not that we have like a super defined, what do you call it? Like motto, or not motto, but like tenets or anything like that. But
like a mission statement.
Yeah, we don't have a mission statement. Maybe we should. But I think what I think is appealing to people is that this figure is the first look. Cryptids are something that already gets people's mind going of the possibilities, right? And it's fun to think about this world of creatures, monsters, conspiracies, aliens, lizard people, all the stuff that we're kind of playing with. This is the first time in my life I've kind of been like, oh, I think I understand why people like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I think I get it now. You can just make stuff up and like create a story. That's fun.
It's often that stuff that's way more palatable than like real world information. Like,
right.
Yeah.
But my thing was like, let's do a toy that can appeal to modern collectors with like modern toy design and engineering and articulation, but have the classic look of like an action figure that looks like, oh, did I have this as a kid? Like, did we have Cryptoids? Like, that's kind of where I'm thinking about it. And listen, we all love toys. We love toy collecting. We've been doing Toy Anxiety for going on 6 years. We've all been collecting toys our entire lives. I think toy collecting has gotten very stale. I think that what's happening with the major companies and the products that they're putting out versus the price increases and the way those companies are run, I just think people are maybe, and you can see it. That's why Mythic Legions, Four Horsemen, all these independent studios, they're doing so well. I think people are reacting to this because this does feel new and fresh. And that is what I'm excited about. The one thing I did not want to do was a derivative. Oh, this is like our version of this other thing that's been done 4 times already. I'm really proud of the fact that we're at least doing something I feel is like pretty original. And I really hope everybody supports it. So we're going to talk about it a lot more over the next couple months. But for now, definitely check out at Cryptoids Toys on Instagram, and then you can go to the website. cryptoidswar.com or cryptoidstoys.com. They go to the same place, and you can sign up for the email list for the latest updates. Jacob, anything else on this?
No, I'm excited to get some of the other, in the next couple of months, we'll get other characters out there. We're going to kind of slow roll it for a little bit. We have plenty of time before the Kickstarter starts, so we don't want to post everything too quickly, but there are some really fun other characters that we're working on, and it's fun to see everybody we post our Mothman. It's the first thing we've ever posted. We put it out there and people are immediately like, do this guy, do this one. And it's like, calm down. First of all, our first wave has been set for almost a year. Like it's, it's all designed already. It's all almost ready to go to the factory. So we can't just change just do another one.
We don't take requests when we're on stage.
Well, I think what's cool is, we have a set list, guys. Come on. We haven't practiced all the time.
We have to stick to it. Yeah.
It's very set.
I will say this. There's been a lot of people throwing out ideas and requests. I don't think I've read one that is not something we've already talked about.
Yeah. And also a lot of the, people are throwing out a lot of things that are already happening and, and then hopefully this does well enough for us to do a series 2. We have big plans for a series 2 and a series 3, and if it's successful, we literally have some big plans. There's some really crazy stuff that we'd love to do, but the first wave has to
one step at a time.
Yeah.
It is almost December. I would think we'll probably have the next figure revealed in the coming weeks. Because if we're going to launch in March, April, we want everything revealed well in advance. So I would just say be a little bit patient with us.
Next couple of weeks, maybe we'll have a new figure.
Yeah. And
stay tuned.
I think
much like the cryptids themselves, they are hard to spot and you'll have to keep an eye on them.
We're going to do viral marketing. We're just going to put them in the forest.
So guys, if you just calm down and chill out, there'll be another one soon.
No,
you have to go out with half of a sandwich and leave it in the woods and then hope that Cryptoid shows up.
I'm really excited. The comments, the support, just people signing up for the email list, like the genuine interest and excitement. What more can you ask for? Not every project you work on has that kind of reaction. We've done stuff that we're really excited about that, is what it is. And some stuff really takes off. That's just the nature of being a creator or an artist or a podcast, whatever it is that we are. Very, very exciting stuff. Abby, any final word on Cryptoids, or we can pop off here?
I mean, I think we all begrudgingly accept the term content creator is what we do, which sounds so cheap, but to actually be making something real that has
physical.
Physical. Yeah. Someday I'm going to hold it just like this bozo from Bull Airs. That's really exciting. And
should Bozo join the cryptid line?
100%.
Bozo's a cryptid.
Oh, dude, Bozo's there. Bozo's so hot right now.
How about we do a little? We give Bozo his last name, dubbed over. Bozo dubbed over.
Okay, Tim Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too derivative.
I don't want to be too derivative.
I'll just do jokes from another comedian.
Hey, Jesus fucking! I'm clearing. Are we really considering doing Bozo as a cryptoid?
No, but you made me lose my train of thought. I was saying something.
Say it.
I've forgotten it. Honestly,
I'm just content
something physical.
Something physical. And also, I was saying this to you, Craig, the other day. Growing up, my brother and I spent a ton of time in our backyard imagining things and creating fake worlds and characters in those worlds and their currency and their politics and their wars and their superheroes. So for me, somebody who likes to feel like I'm in control and like narrating stuff, I that's for me a personal yes, like a big check in the box. So I'm happy about that.
It's great. It's so awesome. Yeah. So more to come on this. You'll be hearing a lot about it across our channels, and we appreciate everybody's support. So before we get to our Thanksgiving attitude of gratitude, I do want to mention this because we announced this last week. This is another project that is kind of bubbling up. We've been kind of working on this off and on to see what we could do with it, and it now is picking up a little steam in the fact that it's happening. So lots of steam. This is the YHS, our first ever holiday Stream-A-Thon in support of Ghostbusters Give Back, which is the charity initiative announced by Sony and Ghost Corps last year. Obviously, the Ghostbusters community is kind of known for raising money for local charity efforts. And we are going to do a live stream December 16th, 2025. It's a Tuesday night. It's our normal Toy Anxiety night. We're going 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern. We are going to be supporting Starlight Children's Foundation, which is the official charitable cause or charity organization for this Ghostbusters Give Back program. They're a really, really great org. I've been getting to know them a little bit over the last couple weeks. They basically work to make children's hospital stays more palatable, more enjoyable, with gifts and toys and experiences, and they do like the Ghostbusters gowns and so much more. So that's going to be the charity that we are supporting. We will be doing awesome giveaways, raffles. There's going to be a chance to we're going to have donation tiers for signed posters, really, really amazing Ghostbusters stuff. We're going to have some exclusive content from the world of Ghostbusters. And then we also are going to have Ghostbusters guests. Now, here's the deal. We can't announce anybody yet. We are hoping to announce guests beforehand, but this is not like Wayne's stock, okay? This isn't going to be a couple days before, like, so there's rumors going around that none of the guests have officially signed on for Ghostbusters Give Back Stream-A-Thon. It's going to be a really amazing night. Gives everybody in our community a chance to come together and do something good, give some money, raise a bunch of money, and maybe you walk away with something cool. We got our friends from Mondo are going to join us, our friends from Hasbro, friends from Ghost Corps. You know the type of guests we've had on the channel before. You can maybe start piecing together. Jacob, I think it's going to be an amazing night.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting. I'm ready to, like, we have some fun stuff planned. We there's going to be, like you said, the Ghostbusters content. We're going to have some new stuff that we're not saying exactly what it is yet, but some new filmed content that will be in here, and some of the giveaways and some of the things that you can win are, like, I'm kind of annoyed that I can't win them because it's like,
that's how we're gonna get to this fashion.
It's
you
like,
will
hold on, yeah, we're like talking to Ghost Corps and figuring stuff out, and then it's like, whoa, but what about me? It's just gonna be fun, and I'm excited to do it. I gotta get we can all wear our most festive Ghostbuster shirts. Yeah, we're all just gonna be wearing the same thing. Hey,
Ooh.
actually. I don't know if you can hear it. My air conditioner's on. I will not be wearing a sweater because it is still 87 degrees in Valdosta, Georgia.
Hey, this is a holiday Stream-A-Thon. It touches all aspects of the holiday season. I will be wearing a yarmulke ghost trap.
Yeah. What?
I'm getting a snow machine.
I also just realized this is the 16th. I have a 10 a.m. appointment on the 17th. So cool.
Listen.
Okay.
Well, here's what we'll do.
If
we can raise $50,000 by 11 p.m., Jacob can take the rest of the night.
I'll take the rest.
Someone else will get tattooed by someone else.
Yeah. Now, listen, we're gonna have some. We're gonna roll out, like, it's not gonna be ambiguous. We're gonna have some specific funding goals. You're gonna know what your donations like, and that all that information is coming in the coming weeks.
And we'll once all the prizes and the things that you can, like, that stuff's all gonna be. I'm sure we'll make a graphic or something with all the stuff. I don't even know what all the stuff is at this point. I know we've talked about it, but it's like, wait, what are we giving people? I don't know.
Well, the funding platform that we're using is going to have a landing page that'll kind of list, like, the tiers, the donate, like, it'll have a leaderboard.
Yeah.
We'll probably have some prizes for the top donors. But, like, it's going to be awesome.
Can we say, though, since it's right on the thing here, the signed poster that you're able to get, this is not just any, like, this is a big thing.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, like, So the signed poster is signed by like what? I don't know.
Everybody.
10. Yeah, it's like everybody.
I think 15, 18.
Yeah, it's literally everybody you would want. Bill Murray's on there, Dan Aykroyd's. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is on the poster. So
yeah, and you're gonna have a chance to win that, but you're also gonna have a chance to donate.
Just get it outright.
To get it, and it's gonna be significantly lower than market value. And obviously, I don't want to have to convince people to donate to charity, but all of these things are it's for charity and it's a tax write-off. So hey, it's basically free.
It's basically
really
free
if you think about it. Abby, anything on this? No, go for it.
Well, I was just going to say also it might be the only way you can get a Bill Murray autograph without the possibility of him throwing something or yelling at you or throwing your phone.
Or you having to watch him play blues music for roughly 2 hours.
Hey, listen.
Which is fun.
It is fun. And I love seeing all the people are having such good experiences meeting Bill Murray at those photo ops. It's really
still
nice.
Going, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bill Murray is doing better than Crispin Glover in the fan interaction, standings this month.
This month.
Abigail,
are they versing each other?
They're versing each celebrity deathmatch. That's why are we spoiling that? We're gonna do. We're bringing back celebrity deathmatch. It's another project.
Our toy line. Oh.
Bill Murray versus Crispin Glover as Cryptoids. It's gonna be a whole thing. Abby, anything on this?
Cheap toy line. We don't have to get any likenesses. Just kidding. What were you asking me?
Like McFarlane. Ghostbusters give back YHS Stream-A-Thon.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Are you excited?
I'm stoked. I grew up watching Full House, and they have a telethon episode that was always one of my favorites. The idea of kind of like going all night and like leading the charge and keeping the spirit up. That's something I love. And Craig, you said that I was the heart of YHS podcast on your birthday post to me, which I appreciate. But I feel like we're all going to have an opportunity to be like the heart of the Ghostbusters and the heart of this stream. Like, you don't have to come in with large amounts of money. I don't think that this time in the world and in life, most people have that. But to be able to contribute something small and feel like a part of the fabric of the holidays and of Ghost Corps and Ghostbusters this year, I think it's going to feel special. And I'm excited. I think it's going to be the most meaningful thing that we do this year. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think what makes these types of perfect. I think what makes these things types of events successful are a lot of people chipping in a little bit. There's always going to be somebody who can just spare a large amount of money, but it's actually more fun for the community to come together, and that's what this is all about. So very, very excited. More on this in the coming weeks. Oh, man, we got a lot going on. Busier than ever.
Yeah.
I say we round this episode out.
Cool.
Where we talk about what we're grateful for. And I'm mostly grateful for Jacob's optimism in life.
Yeah.
I'm a realist. I've been around. I've seen enough to know how things work.
I've been around. Abigail.
Yeah. Or is this the stuffing the YHS cornucopia segment? Are we?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I made a graphic. I don't know where it is.
You did make a graphic. It's up.
Show me the graphic, right?
I used it.
She texted it to you.
To make the graphic.
I've seen it. I just wanted to point out that you don't have it ready for the actual show where it's needed.
Well, come on, dog.
I'll put it in post.
Okay. Yeah. I spent a lot of time thinking about this cornucopia.
This segment is called YHS Stuffs Their Cornucopias.
No. That sounds so wrong. It's stuffing the YHS cornucopia. Okay.
All right.
So we're only stuffing one cornucopia. All three of us have to stuff one.
Oh my God. It's the all-encompassing YHS cornucopia. We bring our bountiful fruits and vegetables, which are our experiences.
I got a question.
Yeah.
If anybody can answer this.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a cornucopia? Like, what is it?
Look it up.
I've seen pictures of it, Where did it come? What is that? What is that made of? What is that?
It's a horn-shaped container overflowing with fruits, nuts, flowers, symbolizing abundance. It
So it's
originated
not
in Greek
a thing
mythology.
found in nature.
No, it's like a handcrafted
nobody
thing.
farms cornucopias.
Oh,
No, dog. The cornucopia is like the husk thing. It's like made out of like wicker or whatever that like looks
originating
like
from ancient Greek mythology is the horn of the nymph Amathalia that could be filled with anything desired. Well, I think we know what the nymph was.
So, like an ice cream cone can be a cornucopia of ice cream.
Yeah. They were talking about Horns of Plenty on Podcast The Ride like a few weeks ago. So that's probably where my inspiration came from. My mom also used to have like a stuffed cornucopia that she made by hand that was like part of our Thanksgiving decorations. So
hold on, I've got more information.
Mm-hmm.
Amathea was identified as the nurse of Zeus, which if you're following modern politics, nursing degrees no longer count or something like that. I read today. During his infancy, she is described as either a nymph who raises the child on the milk of a goat, or in some accounts from the Hellenistic period onwards as the goat itself. Sorry, I need like a Dana Barrett to help me talk sometimes. Like
you need someone to lean over your shoulder and like sniff your hair while you're trying to read it.
I do. You never got it. I'm a man. Okay. Abigail.
Basically, I mean, the gist of it is that it's representative. It's something that'll be at the Thanksgiving table that everyone fills with their harvest of like the things that they got that year. So, do you want me to start? Because I can start us off.
Yeah, fill that cornucopia right
I'll fill it up. And I wish I had like a visual example. I almost drew a picture of a cluster of grapes because that's how I see what my concept of what I'm grateful for, which is friendship, family, and friends that are like family, an actual blood family. Like I am extremely grateful, more so than I think I've ever been, for the friendships that I have forged and found through YHS podcast. And I think that's like thinking about a harvest and thinking about, throughout the year, culling in new relationships and growing them, and also like nurturing relationships that have existed through YHS, like the three of us and with Ryan. I'm so thankful for the people that I have in my life. And I think of them like grapes on a big cluster or on a vine. And I am very much like, there's nothing else that I can think of this year that really got me through stuff. I think about tough spots that I got into while traveling, and I think about how vital my friends were. Jacob, you, Jess, Craig, obviously. It's just like a really beautiful thing to have a support system, and it's definitely not something that I've always had. So to be in a place where I have like a big bunch of wonderful smiling faces and people that I can rely on, that include my family members, that's really special. And that came about through podcasting, like talking to my brother about movies and reviewing like Return of the Living Dead. When we talked about that on the show, I was like just blowing him up, and it was like we found this new connection between the two of us. And I was talking to my mom yesterday about the graveyard etchings that I talked about on the show. And that's another point of connection. And just to see the things that have flourished and bloomed as a result of the stuff we planted 10 years ago with YHS, it's bountiful and it's beautiful. And I feel like I might have put more thought into this than you guys. So that I don't like, you guys don't have to do yours if you don't want.
Yeah, because while you were saying that, the only thing I was thinking of
Craig was trying to figure his out really quick.
I was like,
pumpkin pie. I'm bringing pumpkin pie.
Can it be cornucopia with a K? Because that would be cool.
Corn, sick.
Corn. Yeah.
Corn. No, Abby, in all seriousness, that was amazing. That's really, that's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you nailed it, Abby. Like that's probably the most important thing. And that's probably the best thing that's come out of YHS. And, I feel that same way, like just about all the people. Like, we were just kind of talking about it with Designer Con and just having all these people that and I feel like we've all had people I mean, it's a normal thing to have like people in your life that maybe fall out of your life, or people that are friends and then they kind of become not friends and all that kind of stuff. But it almost feels like YHS where we're at right now. Like, I know we're going to meet more people and get more friends, but like, I really love the group that we have going right now. It's really good. It just feels good. But yeah, everything you said was really good.
I think I've met enough people. I'm at my quota of meeting
Jerry
people.
Seinfeld now.
Well, you're starting a fucking business, so good luck with that.
I will
you're
meet
the one.
customers.
You're the one that's
friends.
going to have to talk to everybody. It's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, the designer.
Oh no, I'm not either.
I'm going to go next because I know Craig still needs time to think of his.
Fucking damn it!
Jab.
I just I don't ever want to sound like we're bragging or like being like, look what we get to do, even though like that is fun to to be able to do that. But I mean, like we've gotten to do a lot of stuff this year and in the last couple of years, and we've been able to have access to things that most people don't get access to, and probably wish we shouldn't even be getting access to. And I mean that as like, we're on movie sets and just getting to do like a lot of really cool stuff. But even like beyond that, like, we went to Japan this year, and that, like, if I had to write out a list of places, like if I had like, hey, you get to pick one place you can go to and that's it, it would have been Japan. Like that was where I wanted to go more than anything. And even though that wasn't like a YHS trip, YHS made it possible and it paid for a lot of that trip. And, that is awesome. The fact that we do this kind of stuff and we're able to go to all these awesome places and do really fun stuff and get access to things and meet people. And that to me is the coolest thing ever. Cause like, I can't work a regular job. I'm not one of those people. I hate it. I hate going to work and I don't want to do that. I want to do this kind of stuff. And we're able to. So I'm really thankful for that because I know a lot of people don't get to do that kind of thing. And it's not like I'm not bragging when I talk about it. It's just like this is the life I would want to be living, is going places and seeing stuff. And YHS makes it all possible.
Yeah. Those are the fruits of your labor. Yeah. So fuck yeah.
A lot of fruit talk tonight. Cornucopias and grapes.
Greg, you need another minute or two? I can talk about something else.
Tell me, like, okay, so grateful. Where do you even start with gratitude? No. In all seriousness, I mean, obviously, I agree with everything you guys said.
Yeah.
I will say this, like, I'm extremely grateful for all of these opportunities as well. It's very satisfying knowing that, like, 100% it comes from, like, it sounds cliche, but like the work you put in is what you get out of it, right? So we worked really hard, and like always took, like, anytime there is something that presents itself as like a potential opportunity to like meet somebody or network, like it doesn't matter how tired you are, like just do that extra podcast, just do that extra, stay that extra day, on a trip, figure out how to make it work. Money is always tight. Like we do not have like
always.
This is not a of the joke I've made it on the podcast before is that YHS is a for-profit business that has done nothing but leak and liquidate money for 10 years.
We're for Mothman the Prophet. That's it.
Yeah, right. Our only profit is a fucking
spelled
purple. Yeah, exactly. That's our profit. The fucking toy. I get inspired by people with serious work ethics who grind and don't, like, no matter what life throws at you, and Jesus Christ, it's thrown a lot at me. It's thrown a lot at Jacob. It's thrown a lot at Abigail. It doesn't seem like it's thrown anything at Ryan Dole. He kind of says that, everything's been perfect his entire life and he had the greatest childhood.
Can't be true.
It's clearly not true.
That's what people who are suffering the most say. So I love you, Ryan, but I know there's something going on, and you can talk to us when you feel ready.
We've all been through it, and we
yeah,
continue to go through it. Like the just like there are days that I want to do nothing less than sit down and get through a podcast because I've got some other major thing happening in my life that's occupying my brain space. But once you hit the record button, you start going, then you're like, this is like comfort. It's home. So I'm grateful for obviously the two of you and the continued support through all of our projects. And some of them are all together. Some of them are individual. We're always working on stuff and trying to figure out what the next thing is to kind of advance this, whatever it is that we do. We're not the biggest podcast in the world. I don't know if we ever will be. That's okay. Like, we have our audience, we have our community, and we've carved out a space that we can get this shit off of our chest and out of our head. So I'm extremely grateful for that. Obviously grateful for all the opportunities. Grateful for Ghostbusters. Like, not to be cheesy, but like, it is my favorite movie. It's my favorite franchise. It's like 98% of the reason why we all started this. So knowing where the franchise was in the 25 years leading up to YHS starting, and then in the last 9 years we've had,
it's because of us. We did it.
We did it. We put it out. We said, listen, we got to do this. We've had 3 live action movies. We've had video games and comic books and more toys. The best Ghostbusters toys ever. There's an Ecto one coming out right now that's getting delivered. We have Mondo Real Ghostbusters. And the franchise is just in a good place. And it's really awesome to get to, like, I don't feel stressed about, I used to get really stressed about like Ghostbusters, like wondering, is there ever going to be another Ghostbusters movie? Everybody else gets, like, every other franchise gets this chance to like have one more, adventure with your heroes, but Ghostbusters doesn't. Like, why does Star Trek, Star Wars, and everything else fucking,
you can't be caught in comparison? Yeah.
And then we got it. We got Afterlife, we got Frozen Empire, and whatever comes next, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to cover it. So I'm super grateful for that, because these things that we love, not everybody gets it, like, not everybody understand, like, some people love a sports team the way we love, a movie, or some people love a politician the way that we love, or a video or whatever. Like, everyone's got their thing. And that's why I've always said, make America Ghostbust again. And that was my, what? I didn't say that. I've never said that.
Okay. Let's just stay away from all that.
They ripped me off. They ripped me off.
Ryan Dole's not here.
I'm just grateful that this thing that I love is a part of my life, and I get to fucking talk about it and celebrate it with my friends. It's just cool. And then, I'm just grateful for you guys. That's it. That sounds sappy, but I mean, what else? If you've got good friends and you've got hobbies, that's what it is. Fucking hobbies. These people don't have hobbies. I don't understand.
Me either.
Like, what do you do? What are people doing?
Every day I'm compelled to start a new hobby.
Oh, yeah.
I have to tell myself no.
Every day, a new deep dive, a new special interest.
I've been listening to
I like it that way.
Yeah. That's another thing. Here's the thing I'm thankful for that has nothing to do with YHS. The amount of content that's out there to consume currently. Yeah. And I mean, like, I have a giant watch list on Letterboxd to go through, and there's so many fucking podcasts, and I'm behind on my book reading because books pile up and I can't read things quick enough. And I've been listening to the, 3.5, 4 hour episode of Blank Check about the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, because I really like that movie. That movie's awesome. Yeah. And they have on Paul and Jason from How Did This Get Made, which is another one of my favorite podcasts. Yeah. And both of those guys are super funny. So I've been trying to listen to that, and there's just a lot of stuff. There's just a lot. There's a lot to do and see and watch and read. And I'm hoping that Cryptoids will give me an opportunity to spend more time reading and watching and listening and less
traveling.
Time working. Yes.
Sorry to jump on you. Yeah, I agree.
But you're right. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Craig?
Well, I'm glad we did this.
Are
Oh,
you
Craig,
here?
you haven't gone?
You
You went?
here, or-
You already went.
No, I went, but I'm
You're just being quiet, you know.
I'm just being introspective. I was thinking about that whole new hobbies thing. When I was with my dad last week, he was like, Craig, I've got a huge collection of silver dollars from the 1800s. I want to go through them with you and see what they're worth. And I was like, new hobby activated. Look, there's an app for that.
Did you do that? Did you guys go through them?
No,
and
we
find
forgot.
out that they're all worth a dollar.
Listen, they might be.
It always happens.
I don't know what the deal is with them. I think it was like my grandfather's silver dollar collection. It just reminds me of Frank Costanza. You know, I had a silver dollar collection.
They're probably worth less than a dollar a piece now.
No, I think some of the old ones. Who the fuck know? Like, what am I doing? I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just like hobbies. I like having stuff to do.
Typical value of a silver dollar ranges from 30 to over 1,000.
Well, that's
But
not
30 to 50 is the average.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Wait, you
Yeah,
never?
all you have
You
to do
didn't
is
even look
Google
that
it.
up. You guys didn't even
All I did
Google
was
it.
Type in silver dollar value, and I found that.
Type in silver dollar 1800s Craig's dad. See what
Craig's
comes up.
dad's collection. Okay, all right.
I hope a video. I hope a video of your dad playing bass comes up when you
Yeah.
Google that.
Oh yeah, one of the
This
ones
one's
I
from
said
1882. He's like doing a song.
Um,
Yeah, man. I'm also grateful for music. I fucking love music, dude.
Yeah, that's another thing that I thought about making that my whole thing, but yeah, music is essential and listening to it is super duper important. I've got like a mega list of liked songs on Spotify, and I've been adding to it a lot, like almost every day now, for a while. So having music, collecting songs is kind of how I think about it. So like if I'm in a mood and I need to go listen to something specific, I've got it. So
Yeah.
I second that.
And Alex Brewer, thankful for that guy.
Yeah.
He's fucking great.
Hell yeah.
Oh, actually, I'll end on this. Earlier this week, I was watching Gotham City Tonight. Ryan had Alex and Peter on, and they were all just laughing and talking about cool stuff. And I felt a lot of. I was like, man, these are great dudes. These are our friends. They're talented, and they're passionate. But the funny thing was, I tried to recount this to Abby, and anybody who knows Abby knows that she will attempt 99% of the time to finish your sentence before you get it out.
Yeah, I do that.
So I go, Abby, yeah, I was watching Gotham City Tonight, and it was Ryan and Peter and Alex, and I was just like, she goes, oh, you're like, fuck those guys, right? And I was like, what? No.
I was listening, but I wasn't like giving my full attention. So that was what I had in my head. I was like, oh, you're probably like, fuck
That was
those
what
guys,
you had
right?
in your head. Fuck these guys.
Oh, Ryan. I love Ryan. I am going to do a podcast with Ryan where we are both the guests on a Blockbuster Your podcast next week, the night before Thanksgiving. We're recording.
Oh, that's this week. That's in 3 days, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, in fact, yeah, that's coming up real soon. But it's a movie I've watched and love, and I'm looking forward to talking about
Hell
it.
yeah.
So that's
Do you want to say the movie?
Oh, I thought I said it. It's Follow That Bird. It's
Okay,
the Sesame
cool.
Street live action that has all sorts of goodies packed into it. So I'm
Hell yeah,
excited
it
to talk
does.
about that. Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, you can follow YHS on Instagram at YHS Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get this podcast, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast feed. We appreciate you being here. I know we plugged a lot of stuff tonight, but kind of like Jacob's stack of books, this stuff is backing up. We got to talk about Cryptoids. We got to talk about the Stream-A-Thon. We got to talk about Designer Con.
Mm-hmm.
God knows what else is going to happen. Toy Fair will be here before we know it. I'm not going to say the next thing, but I'm hearing rumors of some interesting toy stuff happening next year.
Oh,
I was just told something
What?
in confidence the other
okay.
day.
Well, let's end the show so you can tell me.
Don't not tell us.
You guys don't care about it, but I'll tell you.
Do I?
Yes, have some.
Yes, have some.